So you thought this man emerged all by himself and randomly started to turn aggressive on India to revive a dead movement, and with any action against Amritpal Singh erupted these sudden spontaneous protests in different nations. Pretty sure you're more intelligent than that. Look at the bigger picture. A group of mobsters reached the Indian High Commission in London on 19th of March. A man jumps on the balcony, tries to remove India's national flag, threatens officials. Others and his supporters on ground wave the Khalistan flags in their hand. No security at the High Commission to stop it. Tell me one incident in the United Kingdom where another nation's embassy or consulate has been vandalized like this. None at all. Did the UK government not have intelligence of growing Khalistan radicalization, or did they ignore the alerts? Or did it want the violence to happen? India chose a response in return. Senior-most diplomat was summoned. Barricades were removed in New Delhi outside the UK mission. Disrespect? Scary? This is what Indian officials must have also felt in London. But with this retort by India, UK Parliament woke up. The mayor condemned the vandalism. Parliamentarians in UK demanded a ban on the Khalistan groups, calling them Khalistan goons. The incident has not repeated since. India's assertive objection to this vandalism led to foreign governments later ensuring security had to be provided. London cops were even seen dancing with Indian expats to show all is well. Protest but turned worse in the United States of America. Khalistan protesters broke windows, rampaged premises, charged at officials at the Indian consulate in San Francisco. Next, India again registered a strong protest, this time with the diplomats. Officials demanded security. The top police chief assured they will be kept safe. What's happening? In Australia, this was brewing for a while. Anti-India pro-Bhindranwale graffiti on Hindu temples first. Then comes a scuffle, then attacks. Now 3 Khalistanis have been arrested in Australia for attacking Indian origin citizens. And our favorite Canada, of course, leading with the most aggressive individuals among the Khalistan groups. India had to similarly lodge a protest with Canada and summoned its High Commissioner as well. Too much of a coincidence that one ideological group indulges in alarming behavior in different developed Western nations which are superpowers, charging at embassies in India, a country that aims to become a superpower and is heading to that higher spot. India's image is clearly hit when loud protesters go on a rampage alleging discrimination in foreign nations, amplified by their propaganda materials. India, remember, is projected to be fastest growing major economy. Diverse and vibrant, democratic and vocal. People of Indian origin are leading companies. Our films are winning Oscars. Our athletes are winning world championships. Our scientists are launching satellites into space. So how else can you possibly pull India down? Raise imaginary claims. Raking up first the Muslim genocide allegation like Ilhan Omar did recently, asking India to be made a country of particular concern. Now the Khalistanis backed by Pakistan are raking this issue about Sikhs, a community that clearly needs no foreign intervention to speak for them. I understand anger among Sikhs due to the 1984 anti-Sikh violence. But I also understand how Khalistanis misuse this anger to provoke and radicalize further. If the persecution was the real issue, then Khalistanis should be super agitated, blazing and charging at Afghanistan and Pakistan, from where their people have been completely exterminated out. Strangely all quiet there. Staying with Pakistan. If Khalsa Raj is the real issue, why restrict just to India? Should it also not extend to Punjab in Pakistan and beyond? Amid all this political talk of taking back Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, let's jump in and also ask to take back the Sikh land. 2 most important holy sites of Sikhism sadly went to Pakistan after the 1947 partition, Nankana Sahib and Kartarpur Sahib. Strangely, these Khalistanis do not even mention to take that back. Because there is a reason. Avtar Singh Khanda is UK-based and associate of Khalistan terrorist Jagdar Singh Tara. Paramjeet Singh Pamma associated with Babbar Khalsa International, a terror organization in touch with ISI based in Pakistan. Lakhbir Singh Road, who is Pakistan-based International Sikh Youth Federation, has had links with Pakistan. Pakistan must be relishing this bawal right now against India, even encouraging it. The Sikh history documents how gurus were tortured and murdered by the Mughals. They have no reasons to ally with the jihadist groups. So those who have, with Pakistan specifically, prove this is more than simply a religious belief. In a report titled Pakistan's Destabilization Playbook, Khalistan Separatism Within the United States of America, Hudson Institute warned of the threat posed by pro-Khalistan groups operating in the West financed and supported by Pakistan's security services. Now, when United States of America had such an alarm, what were they doing waiting for attacks to take place against India? The US State Department declared, "We are watching the Indian situation on Rahul Gandhi." First, please watch what's happening on your soil and how it is being misused. Once you are done with that, watch over the mass shooting in your schools, killing little children. Here's how India reacted from within. Social media handles that were peddling blatant Amritpal agenda, even defending violence in the name of freedom of speech, had to be suspended. Among those blocked were Canada's new Democratic Party leader, Jagmeet Singh. Remember whose visa was cancelled even by Manmohan Singh government because of Jagmeet's anti-India constant hate? These are constant provocations against India in the name of Sikhs, which is usual on his Twitter timeline. This journalist from Vice News called Amritpal a Sikh activist, said internet crackdown is in whole of Punjab. It took India Today's reporter on the ground in Jalandhar to shoot facts and call out these exaggerations and lie. Speak against unfair detentions, crackdown or human rights violations, of course, yes. But supporting violent goons while Indian missions are being attacked, while your country's people are being intimidated for no reason. Please remember, Kashmir for a long time witnessed selective press, where jihadist terrorists, criminal arsonists and rapists were empathized as rebels and revolutionaries. Because most reporters listened to the loudest protesters, not quiet victims. And you saw the mess that Kashmir turned into. Let's not fall into that trap yet again. Back to the West. This was brewing since last year. US-based Pro-Khalistan Sikh for Justice group. Remember that person who keeps flooding our social media and phone calls all the time with referendum kar denge? Announced last year of dedicating $1 million to raise Kesari Khalistan and block Modi Tiranga campaigns and intentions to target India's national capital Delhi on Republic Day. Thankfully, all those attempts were foiled. And thankfully, confronting and condemning this Khalistan violence are members of Sikh community themselves, both in USA and in India, because they know the dangers of past. 20,000 people, Hindus or Sikhs or in uniform, were killed during Khalistan extremism and the state's response in Punjab. They do not want a repeat of Punjab turning into that same chaos again. And also, why would a Sikh want Punjab only when they already have not just Punjab but the whole of India? This country is built with the blood and effort of the Sikh community, just like with other communities, and they are assimilated across India in every field with every community. This visual is evidence that Sikhs will not accept anti-India in their name. And I want to thank the community members for speaking up on that. But some in the diaspora are playing a dangerous game. This pro-Khalistani Sikh was seen abusing an elderly Gujarati Hindu in London during a protest against the government. Dal Khalsa UK member Gurcharan Singh said, "Indian Tiranga is genocidal." Sir, the flag of Great Britain where you live and enjoy all the privileges, is it not genocidal with records from Asia to Africa that has killed your ancestors also? When a Sikh restaurant owner in UK urged his community not to support the extremists, his place of work was vandalized, threatened with worse slurs. Sikhs who are calling out Khalistan hate are being hounded and intimidated abroad. As I conclude, Khalistan movement is long dead. To revive this ghost will eventually harm everyone because it will be a Frankenstein nobody will be able to control, not even those living in Canada and United Kingdom. Remember, every extremist ideology finds a section of supporters. Islamic Kashmir, Khalistan Punjab, white racist USA. So sure, there will be support for some in Punjab also, but there is very little traction. People in Punjab today want development, opportunities, end to drug menace and support to their agriculture. This is done by winning elections and by anyone who in reality loves Punjab. It will be India's failure if we fail to provide all of this to Punjab, and that could give impetus to the dream of Khalistan. And for one last time, India has taken many steps with regard to 1984 and continues to do. Apart from widespread condemnation always by all Indians against the horror that many Sikhs faced after PM Indira Gandhi's assassination, there are even today regular films, seminars, discussions within India to ensure that we continue to stand by the Sikh community, and we always will. Indian government launched a special investigation team in 2019. In these 38 years, 4 commissions, 9 committees, 2 SITs have been set up to investigate. Arrests continue to take place from Uttar Pradesh to Delhi to Punjab, even today, to catch those who perpetrated violence in 1984. And more importantly, the netas who were involved in the pogrom have never been accepted back by the Indian public in political discourse. Today's Punjab has evolved, and I hope with that the world realizes India has evolved too. Any issues within will be a collective responsibility to resolve together. Thank you for watching.